Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Akmal Rifqy Nugroho, absen 3 dari kelas 12 IPA 1, dan hari ini saya akan melakukan ujian praktek bahasa Inggris menjelaskan tentang Candi Borobudur. The Borobudur Temple compound is one of the greatest Buddhist monuments in the world and was built in the 8th and 9th centuries AD during the reign of the Sailendra dynasty. The monument is located in Kandy Valley in the southern part of Central Java, at the center of the island of Java, Indonesia. The main temple is a stupa built in 3 tiers around a hill, which was a natural center, a pyramidal base with a 5 concrete square terrace, the trunk of a cone with 3 circular platforms, and at the top, a monumental stupa. The walls and balusters are decorated with fine lower leaves. Around the circular platform are 72 open-work stupas, each containing a statue of the Buddha. The vertical division of Borobudur Temple into base, body, and superstructure perfectly accords with the conception of the universe in the Buddhist cosmology. Is it believed that the universe is divided into 3 superimposing spheres, Kamadhatu, Arupadhatu, and Rupadhatu, representing respectively a sphere of desire where we are bound to our desire, a sphere of forms where we are abandon our desires but are still bound to name and form, and the sphere of formlessness where there is no longer either name or a form. At Borobudur Temple, the Kamadhatu is represented by the base, the Rupadhatu by the 5 square terrace, and the Arupadhatu by the 3 circular platforms, as well as the big stupa. The whole structure shows a unique blending of a very central ideas of ancestor worship, related to the idea of a terrace mountain, combined with the Buddhist concept of attaining nirvana or heaven. The temple should also be seen as an outstanding dynastic monument of the Sailendra dynasty that ruled over Java for around 5 centuries until the 10th century. The boundaries containing the 3 temples that include the imaginary axis between them. Although the visual links are no longer open, the dynamic function between the 3 monuments, Borobudur Temple, Mendut Temple, and Pawan Temple, is still maintained. The main threat to the ensemble is form development that could compromise the extraordinary relationship between the main monument and its wider setting, and could also affect the outstanding universal value of the property. The approach to the property has to a degree already been compromised by the weak developmental regulations. Tourism also exerts considerable pressure on the property and its hinterland. There is a growing rate of deterioration of the building stone, the cause of which needs further research. There is also a small degree of damage caused by unsupervised visitors. The eruption of Mount Merapi is also considered as one of the potential threats because of its deposit acidic ash, as happened in 2010. The original materials were used to reconstruct the temple in 2 phases in the 20th century. After the turn of the century and more recently 1973 until 1983, mostly original materials were used with some addition to consolidate the monument and ensure property drainage, which has not had many significant adverse impacts on the value of the property. Though the present state of Borobudur Temple is the result of restorations, it retained more than enough original material, then rediscovered, make a reconstruction possible. Nowadays, the property could be used as a Buddhist pilgrimage site. Its overall atmosphere is, however, to a certain degree compromised by the lack of control of commercial activities and the pressure resulting from the lack of an adequate tourism management strategy. Thank you for listening to my explanation of Candi Borobudur. I hope by my explanation you all will be interested in visiting one of the greatest tourist destinations in Indonesia. Even though there is some deterioration in the temple, you can still appreciate the beauty and the monumental value from each building. That is all for me. My name is Akmal Rifqy Nugroho. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.